You were looking at Natalie Mayflower Sowers Edwards. This is her standing next to Michael Sullivan. It's an image from her LinkedIn profile. This woman was just arrested by the federales, as they're saying this Treasury official was doing things she shouldn't have been. They charged her with leaking confidential information on ex-Trump advisors. And what's crazy is BuzzFeed is implicated in all this. It looks to me they're trying to make an example out of her. They're saying that this woman took photos of these SARS reports. And basically, she was working for the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, where they oversee all these things. So she was basically sending out this information to the media. She photographed what are called suspicious activity reports, or SARS, and other sensitive government files, and she sent them to an unnamed reporter, and that is in violation of U.S. law. She faces up to 10 years in prison for doing this. And in all this, they're saying that BuzzFeed is implicated because it ran 6 articles between October 2017 and as recently as this past Monday, which they allege are based on the leaks. They say that reporters Jason Leopold and Anthony Cormier are commonly listed on several of the articles. And that's all in reference in this government complaint. So right now, Edwards has been charged with 1 count of unauthorized disclosure of SAR reports and 1 count of conspiracy to make unauthorized disclosure of these SARs. And she's going to be tried in the Southern District Court of New York City. But it really seems like in this, they may stick it to her and try to make an example out of her. They also say she had an alleged thumb drive where she carried this information and she had given it to reporter 1. But a lot of details still in the dark here. One thing's for sure. They took her down, facing 10 years here. It almost looks like they're trying to warn others out there that you better be careful. You see, this is what happens. This is why I say cats like Snowden that just talked to a whole Israeli panel. Why is he doing that? I mean, in sitting in Russia, I don't buy the whole thing with him at all. At all. I feel like he is a shill plant out here on this world stage, and they're watching and monitoring everything. So, he supposedly slipped out of there with a thumb drive and this and that. You see what happens here in a real situation when they want to hem someone up. They get them rather quickly, unsuspectingly, and they know all these details about everything she used, the cell phone, the thumb drive, the cameras, all this stuff. You have to think. They're going to have things bugged. They're going to have phones tapped. You're going to be listening to anyone in everything in this day and age. Phone calls between these reporters, emails, anything. They're watching all of it. All of it. All of it. That is part of the beast, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you realize it. And somewhere out there on this planet, I believe underground, there is a master database that is siphoning, leeching off all information worldwide from every electronic, everywhere, every camera, everything, every mic, everything, feeding all this data into one massive hub where it's almost creating this AI type of consciousness, almost similar to the web bot. It's exactly what they're doing. And they're using this thing to their advantage. Don't forget that. I'm going to leave a link. I'll continue to update with more as things change. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. And join us Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, Dabu 77 for Underground World News Live. Hope to see you guys there.